Says his girlfriend takes the cake. Travis, what is going on?
What's going on with me right now is I've been in this relationship for about 8 or 9 months.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the beginning, we were having kind of a financial situation where we had to pay bills because she was a catering captain at the time for this restaurant. And, you know, she's like, I need some extra money. Do you mind if I go and strip like an exotic dancer? Yeah. But what I found out is, like, she danced before she even knew me, you know, and she danced before we started dating, so I can't say nothing about that. I said no in the beginning, but then the bills started piling up more. So I was like, all right, screw it. You can become an exotic dancer if you follow just these simple few rules. 1, just come home at the same time every night if you go to work. You know what I mean? Don't be coming home at 3 one night, 4 the next, and then 5:30 or 6.
You're always going to wonder why you're staying late.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so, you know, she said, okay, that's fine, what else? 2 was, don't let guys be rubbing up on you and touching on you since you said it's a high-class, like, strip club, you know? So I was like, you know, she was like, no, that's not gonna happen. I was like, okay. And the final one was keep trying to find a career, a job, like something like that's, you know, a salary,
You would
benefits.
like her to have a different way of making a living other than stripping.
Yes, I would love a different way than, you know, that showing her body off and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And she was like, okay, yeah, like I'm down to do that. So a few months go by, you know, she's still looking for a job. This company calls her back, she gets a job, starts working for the company. So then she stops stripping. So I literally, you know, waited about 2 weeks and I found out, like, she started, like, going in a little later. It was like a 7 to 5 in the beginning, for the first beginning, like, you know. So it was like a normal schedule, and out of nowhere, she's like saying, like, hey, well, I gotta go into work later tonight because of the orders are so backed up for tomorrow, they need me. So I trust her. So I'm like, okay, you know, that sounds good. I'm fine with that, you know, go ahead and
She's
go
going
do that.
in later.
Going in later, but coming back around the same time as she was at the strip club.
So you're starting to think.
2 and 2 started clicking.
Yeah.
And strip clubs have a certain smell. Money and sweat from other guys.
So that's what I've been told. Yeah.
But literally, you know, I waited about a week after I started, you know, catching on to it. And I decided to go to the strip club that she works at. And the bouncer stopped me at the door and he's like, hey, man, you can't come in here. You're dating one of the girls. And I was like, no, man, I'm not. So I lied to the bouncer again. I was like, I'm not. I'm just a really good friend of her, blah, blah, you know, because I had to get in there to find out.
Sure.
And, you know, I go in there, and I'm looking around, don't see no one, or don't see her at least, and I look up to the top right, and the VIP, she's up there dancing for a dude, flipping her hair around, rubbing on his, like, chest and shirt while he's touching her lower back, her thighs, and she saw me, because I saw her up there, and I just turned around.
She knows now she's got trouble.
So I went home, I was just hanging out there, she comes home, doesn't say nothing. I don't bring it up because I want to see what she says, you know what I mean? Give it, like, let me hear what she has to say.
And she said what?
She didn't say and I like nothing happened. Next morning, I decided to say something. I'm like, so why didn't you tell me you were working at the strip club again? She's like, I didn't know how to bring it to you. This catering company is I started off making good money, and then now they want to bring me back down to $10 an hour, and we won't be able to pay the bills. And all I'm thinking to myself is, why didn't you try to come to me and, you know, try to talk to me? Because you know I definitely don't want this. I don't want you to be a dancer.
So why are you here today, then?
Why am I here today? Because I want her to have a choice. I want her to either choose me
or the stripping.
Or the strip club.
Okay. And if she chooses you...
If she chooses me, then I'd marry her today.
Okay, there you go. All right, let's find out. She's outside the studio, so hasn't heard any of this. Here is Makayla. What do you want to say to her?
What I want to say to you is I just want to know, do you want to be with me or do you want to be with the strip club?
I'm just going to sit down for you. Honestly, we've had this talk before. I've taken you to the club. I've shown you how it is. You may think it's like something else, but then you obviously saw it's not how it was. that the club takes care of the girls. Nobody does anything bad, so I've
You
taken
told
you
me
there.
you showed me this strip club that the girls weren't being touched and stuff like that. That's what you said. But every time that I would see you there and go there, guess what? You were being touched on, and you would allow them. You wouldn't even try to stop them.
I know that you did come to the club the other night when I was there. I did see you. You did tell them that you weren't my boyfriend and that you kind of were just sneaking on me. I didn't talk to you because I was there to make my money. And yes, I was upstairs. I made $8,000 that night. If he wants a little booty for $8,000, that's fine with me.
But you were coming on to say that if she would not choose the stripping, that you would marry her today?
Yeah, if she didn't choose stripping, I would love to just go ahead and try to marry her. I could see her having a career, actually having a family. Actually, well, I mean, I'm not degrading stripping and stuff, but I'm just saying, you can do better, and that's all I'm trying to do for you. Is I know, yeah, we're gonna struggle with bills, but broke or rich, I still love you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do love you too, but during this whole thing, I kind of figured you were gonna give me the ultimatum when we did talk about it the first time, and I am gonna choose stripping. The only other thing is, I've been doing something else other than stripping. I am gonna get married today, but not to you. You guys wanna see who it is? So, Kirsty, ever since I met you, I knew that I did have feelings for you, but I honestly didn't think that you would have them for me. I know, I was with him, but truthfully, I was just hiding it because I really wanted to be with you. And I really hope that you will take me today.
Well, Michaela, ever since you took me in a year ago and gave me a place to stay and, just took care of me like you were my mom, at first, no, I didn't have feelings for you, but the longer I stayed with you and the longer you took care of me, the more my feelings started to grow. So, yes, I will be with you, and yes, I do want to get married to you.
We'll be back.
If you think that was wild and crazy, then click here to keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe. All you have to do is click here. And one more thing, take care of yourself and each other.